David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency. I am Dave's Disney. Welcome to our Howl-O-Scream VIP Tour Review. That's right, brand new event to talk about. I didn't even know about this event at SeaWorld Orlando until other bloggers from Orlando I followed talked about it and raved about it, how it was in between Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and, of course, the famous Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights. And I got to say, I was pretty impressed. Today, I'm going to cover the haunted houses. There's 5 of them, the scare zones, there's coasters. SeaWorld's actually is known for a world-class coasters and the VIP tour. We did do a VIP tour to make sure to see everything in one night, and I'll also cover the food and beverage and the entertainment. As always, like this wherever you're watching it. Please share it. It really does help me out. And subscribe to my Fantastic Endeavors YouTube channel. We're streaming live right now where all my shows go and archive. And please like and leave a comment. Have you done this event before, and would you do it? And have you done the other big events in Orlando, the other parties I talked about? So what is SeaWorld Orlando Select the Howl-O-Scream? It's on select nights from September 9th to October 31st. It is a special event, just like Halloween Horror Nights and the Mickey Party at Magic Kingdom. It is a separate ticketed event, even if you are a pass holder. Very important to know. It's a Halloween horror theme park event right in SeaWorld Orlando. You park in the SeaWorld parking lot. There is one entrance only open, but they guide you through that. And I'll talk about all the costs and the details involved coming up. There are 3 shows, 7 scare zones, and 5 haunted houses. In addition, part of the theme park is still open. Sorry, the orcas aren't available. They're busy doing their thing. But Manta Coaster and Mako Coaster, world-class coasters, and the new one, Icebreaker, are open, and so is Infinity Falls, which is a water park ride. The coasters are open all night, whatever the hours are stated. Sometimes closes at 11, sometimes midnight, sometimes at 1. Ours was open until 1 because I picked a very exclusive night. And Infinity Falls closed around 10 o'clock because it's a water ride, hence the name. There's also 6 specialty bars and 3 quick service restaurants that are available. No table service restaurants available in SeaWorld at all, I believe, and not during this wonderful event. Some details before I get into my review. The entrance fee on that day, because it does vary for this special ticket event, is basically $65 per person plus tax. Prepay your parking. Ooh, this one hurt. $30. That's even more than Disney. $30, and I'll probably be a pass holder next time I do this. I did love the park, and it's more in person, I believe $35. So definitely prepay it if you go to this event. These rates all vary based on the dates you go, from those dates I mentioned in early September to Halloween night. What was it? It was September 9th. Gotta love Halloween in Orlando. It starts in mid-August and goes to Halloween night. This price is fixed. The Frontline Fear Pass that I highly recommend is $69 plus per person plus tax. And there is Frontline access with this for once. Very important. Just once. There is no unlimited pass unless you do a VIP tour like I did. Very important. Once you get once Frontline for the rides and the houses. And to me, it's worth the money. The lines for the houses get up to about an hour, and the lines for the rides, I was there on a weekend, a Saturday night, October 30th. So obviously that was a pretty popular night. The VIP tour is $299 plus tax per person for the night I did it. So I really reached into my wallet for this one for Bonnie's birthday. And we had a great time, and I probably wouldn't do it again for that price. And I'll tell you why at the end, but I probably will do it again on a non-peak night or for another special occasion. But the key difference is it's unlimited Frontline access to the houses and rides. We didn't really take advantage of that. The rides, I did myself. Bonnie only did one. And then the houses, one of them we did twice because we were kind of new getting around. Now I know the format and how to work my guide a little bit. Our guide kind of had us on a slower pace because we were new. We told us we want to see everything and see all the entertainment. I would get a lot more done in one night, even a night that's open till midnight. You also get, unlike other VIP tours, this is more like Universal than versus Disney, is that you get 4 adult beverages or 4 beverages for the kids per person and 1 quick service dinner. Couple things here were disappointing was the dinner I thought was dinner included. I thought they had table service there, but that would have taken more time. And the quick service meal we had was good, definitely was filling. And then the 4 adult beverages, their beverages need to ramp up a little bit. They don't compare to Disney's or Universal Orlando's. I had all 4 or 5. They have special drinks, and a lot of them just full of sour mix. So they need to step up the game there. But they were included. That was part of the VIP tour price. If you do a Disney VIP tour, it's minimum 7 hours. You get nothing included. Theme park admission is separate with any VIP tour I know of in Orlando, be it SeaWorld, be it Disney, be it Universal Orlando. And same was the case here. We had to pay the $65 in the parking on top of that. So it ended up being a big tab by the end. But again, drinks and meal were included. Tipping on top of that's recommended, 10 to 15%. I gave ours a nice cash tip at the end. She was a really good tour guide and definitely took us around and got to know us. So it was just us. It was a private VIP tour. Okay, next up, this wonderful map here. Make sure you grab one of these when you do the Howl-O-Scream. The cool little map. I'm going to show you a highlighted version here. Get a little closer. There are 5 haunted houses on this wonderful map, and the 7 scare zones, I believe. They said 6, but there's 7 on the map. Let me get that rid of that banner. And it's all in SeaWorld. What I like about this versus Halloween Horror Nights is that they use existing attractions very, very well. All of our houses were in existing attractions or ones that weren't really active anymore, but within the theme park, walking was minimal. One house of the 5 was behind the scenes. Universal now with 10 houses, you spend your whole night walking. You spend your whole night walking. And this here, the grounds of the park right in the middle, and you can see all that's going on, and they're all right where you need to be. So that's the cool thing about this. One theater is used for the entertainment for the shows. Another bar is used for entertainment. Another show is right in the middle of the park itself, right in the middle between rides. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then the rides are the rides, obviously, and the houses, most of them are existing attractions. Compared to Universal, that's where the kind of like the difference happened. Universal last year, we did September 14th, a Sunday night, which to me should have been a good night. It was a pass holder night for premium pass holders who got them free. I paid $100 a person for not VIP, but express access to rides in the houses. And even with express, we saw only 9 to 10 houses and not one ride because you're walking the entire time behind backstage, which is pretty cool. But they've really spread that out, and it's a lot more crowded. In 2014, I did Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, and I saw every house. I hit every ride multiple times. It was a far less crowded. So that's the difference. SeaWorld Orlando, this is a newer event. The lines kind of get crowded for the houses, but overall, you're not crowded in there, and the lines for the rides weren't bad at all. But I do recommend that Fear Pass. Houses were great. They were awesome. I couldn't believe the theming, where Universal wants to put a scary character jumping at you every 5 minutes, which then leads to a staff member being behind them, which takes away from the experience. SeaWorld has them spread out and want you more about the theming, get you more involved in the theming, and they did a great job of the theming. And the staff members were few and far between. I thought they were kind of part of the show at times. Really big difference there. Yes, 5 versus 10, but the price point's much different. And with the $69 Fearline Pass, again, once per ride, to me, it's a much better value than Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights, which is getting way out of control. I guess you have to go back and go midweek. I went on a Sunday night, again, a pass holder night, so we got a freebie. And I didn't even make it this year because of my Oktoberfest trip to Germany. But I really enjoyed this experience. I would come back and do this next year anytime and get the Fear Pass. Not wait so close to Halloween, because I think it was ramping up and getting more expensive and more crowds, but definitely worth doing. Houses were great theming. I'm hardly scared, but at one point I'm in this area of 5 hanging people, all like mannequins. This little girl, like 4'5", jumps out right in front of me and stares at me like, ah! I'm like, where did you come from? Very well done. The cast themselves gets into it. They don't hire separate. It's their own cast, and they do a phenomenal job. No famous themes I could think of. The Sirens is huge. Obviously, Sirens is a huge theme of SeaWorld. But the main thing is unique theming, unique things. And then the scare zones too were impressive. One of the scare zones about a campsite gone wrong. And you know me and camping like Fort Wilderness. That was hilarious. We walked through that scare zone a few times. Where Universal, I don't think of one scare zone that's memorable. They're just spread out everywhere. These were actually well-themed zones that meant something. And one of them turned into the show, one of the siren shows I'll talk about in a second. All right, got some comments coming in. Houses are a big part of it, but again, it's a theme park. Now you also got ride coasters. Woo! The big boys are open that they're known for, and they have probably 2 of the top 5 coasters in Orlando for real thrill ride people, thrill junkies. Mako and Manta. Mako's just fast. I was wearing this shirt, and the polyester was just flapping in the speed. And at one point, it's really a few G's. I'm like, wow. This is intense. First time riding. This is my first time to SeaWorld Orlando. Shame on me for not going early. I'm going to get an annual pass now and go more often. I still have to pay extra for the special event, Howl-O-Scream, but I think you get a deal if you get the best pass. So I'll work on that and tell you about it next year. Manta is super cool. I'm going to show you that in a second. Manta, you actually ride stomach first like Superman, and you ride it the whole way down. At nighttime, you seem like going pretty close to houses. That's like, whoa. Both are serious coasters. Icebreaker, I think, was just an efficient use of not a lot of space. Wasn't so impressed. It goes back and forth, and twists around. You're done. It's kind of like the Goofy coaster on Magic Kingdom on steroids. Shout out if you like the Goofy coaster. But that one, And then Infinity Falls we didn't get to because we were focused on the tour itself our first time there. And I will go back and do that in the day sometime. Manta is crazy. So right now I want to show you what the Manta loading's like. So you can imagine what the ride like. And it's not no simple coaster. This is the real deal, even after you load. It has a lot of intensity to it. Yeah, so you like that, and you're like that the whole way. I'm checking out some of the comments coming in. I'll touch base with everyone real quick. Get some comments from the YouTube channel. Fantastic. Suzette's on. Hey, Suzette, we were just talking online. My mom's on. Cool. Awesome. Someone had a long comment I'll address in a second. So, by the way, this is the second year for Howl-O-Scream. And, yeah, it may increase price next year. We'll see. But can't compare the cost of Halloween Horror Nights with the not even VIP tour. I did a VIP tour just to get, frontline access. Express, they call it, was pretty premium last year, and we barely saw all the houses, so that was difficult. I do want to talk next about entertainment. Very impressive. This is what got me here, was some of the bloggers I follow raving about, hey, the lack of crowds, the diverse attention to detail, and the entertainment, saying some of the best shows they've ever seen. I don't know if I agree with that statement, but their Monster Stomp show is very, very impressive. It's Jack the Ripper theme. You remember Jack the Ripper? Ooh. It is impressive. And we got front and center seats because we did a VIP tour. We got escorted in early, and we got escorted out right after the show. It was fantastic. Then you have the Siren Song, which is the one that takes place in the theme park in a scare zone. And in multiple areas, all of a sudden, sirens pop up. I don't want to spoil it, but all of a sudden, they're all around you. And it's a show of like 360 in the round as you're standing in the middle of the theme park right in front of a ride. And they actually get some people involved that look like park goers. They could be park goers. I don't know. And that was very interesting. And that was a fun little kind of like makeshift happening as you go. Lurking the Depths is unique. We had this show, VIP Express Line. I believe it's only 4 VIP tours. And it was awesome. It's basically a drag queen in this bar lounge area. And it was a very good time. I was impressed. I've not seen too many of these shows in Vegas and New Orleans, but I was very impressed. This guy was a character. His assistant played his part, and it was a lot of fun, and the crowd had a lot of fun. And again, a unique part of the tour, all included with your ticket for this special event. The Lurking the Depths, again, you may have to wait for a later time, but we were there earlier time because of our VIP tour. Impressive entertainment, and thanks to the VIP tour, we had time to see it all, do the coasters, and hit all 5 houses. One of the houses we did twice. Of all things, they had a film crew there who held us up the first time and killed our experience. So we had to come back and do it again, and it was awesome. The scare zones are impressive. I got to say, I remember almost all the themes. There were 7 of them, but they're all memorable in my head, where, again, Universal, like, oh, those are scare zones? I don't even know. I do remember Universal had people running around as far as the general theme of the show. That was impressive. But the scare zones, the whole siren theme of the whole park worked into a horror concept. It was fantastic. And then, again, especially bars that are open. So my free drinks are always nearby because especially bars were nearby. All well done and all new scares. And we had to walk to the campsite scare zone 3 or 4 times and just really enjoyed that. Some of them were pretty intense with the fog that's going on behind me now. It was very, very, very interesting. Quick service dining is okay. I am disappointed again that I paid all this for a VIP tour. I thought I was getting a full table service dining meal, but again, time was short, even open until 1 a.m. And it was good enough. I mean, they have more places open during the day, but what's open at night is burgers, dogs, chicken nuggets. I had a panini, which was very good. Panini is probably the best thing they have there. Highly recommend the panini place. Especially bars, the impressive locations, not impressed with the drinks. In hindsight, I probably would have got more custom drinks. I could have just got a beer, but I did want to try their drinks. Once I went through the round of all their 4 specialty drinks, then I could have got what I wanted. By then, we were kind of done with the night running all around. Could have used more places quickly to get them based on what we were doing, but that was just our plan. But all over the park, and they really want adults to have a good time. Very appreciate that. Just guys, work on the drinks next year. I mean, Disney had a few drinks. So just at Disney World, they had some drinks at 50's Prime Time that were incredible. We've been posting about online. I want that kind of experience next year, guys. So my takeaway, and I'll get to my comments in a second as I round out the show, is this. Again, we're talking about SeaWorld Orlando. We're talking about Howl-O-Scream, their new event, second year, the new special themed horror night event, is that the Frontline Fear Pass for $69 is a must. Based on this brochure, I heard that's a hard number. That doesn't vary. The theme park ticket you need to get in, because that's not included in the Frontline Fear, does vary per night. If you're there midweek or there early in the season, go in September when it's a little warmer out. It was still warm in October, by the way. I think you need to add this on because being that there's just a few rides, a few houses, that's where Universal has the advantage, but Universal is by far the bigger crowd. So midweek Universal Orlando, you're going to see more. Midweek SeaWorld. But Frontline Fear, definitely worth the price. I would definitely do the VIP tour for a special occasion earlier in the season where it wasn't so much money. All those prices except for Frontline Fear and parking did vary. The entry ticket and VIP did vary significantly. I think it was only $199. To me, at $199, it's well worth it for the unlimited. Now I know what to do and where to go and ride coaster after coaster for a few times and hit house after house. Now I know how to manage it. Also, again, I didn't manage my tour guide well. We left in her hands and we kind of spent way too much time eating, way too much time chatting. But we had all night till 1 a.m., but by 12:30 we were pooped. So again, this is why you do these things. You'll learn. Next time would do it. And for yourself, keep in mind later in the season on weekend, it's going to be a higher price. And wait to see race next year. Some guy in the chat's already complaining about, they're already going to monetize it. I'm like, I'm sure they will because everyone else is. All the prices are going to go up. Everyone complains about Disney, and Disney's pretty bad right now. Universal Orlando is the most expensive ticket in town. If you want to do it right with with Express Lane or stay at Deluxe Resort. So that's the way I would do it. I really believe in the park. I really believe in what they're doing. I can't say enough about the staff members there and what they come up with. And our guide, Susan, did an amazing job. And I would do it the right way. Express Line Fear. If you have a little extra money, go for the VIP, especially earlier in the season. Why not? Halloween starts at mid-August in Orlando. Anyways, to our comments to round out the show. Hey, look, it's always a good show when your mom's watching. Hi, Mom. And then Suzette. Hey, Suzette, what's going on? She's scared to death of the haunted stuff. Not a park for you. And she says she's in. But coasters are scary enough. Yes, okay. Well, Yeti, yeah, these coasters are pretty intense. Keep in mind that these are more like universal grade coasters. Disney's known for a smooth coaster, except for Space Mountain. That one's horrible. But these ones are more about intensity, I would say. Although the Manta is more about the positioning. And she says, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I love that area too. It's important to see it. And then this one guy here, I got to address this comment. They're already strategizing for new ways to make more money as become exploited on this one. Yeah, this is the world we live in. And the theme parks, all of them, not just Disney, took it on their behest to remove inclusions and increase prices and blame COVID. Things they always want to do. I mean, I don't agree with it. And then next year, I'll take it in mind. I'll look at the annual pass rate. I'm already a premier annual pass holder at Universal, and I actually missed which includes one free horror night. But again, the nights you go, it's full of other pass holders who are there for free. Then I'm a credit pass, whatever, plus photo pass, plus water parks for Disney, a huge renewal this past fall. And I'm that because I need to be there for clients always, whatever they do, get photos and water parks, you name it. Love the water parks. And I'm now looking to annual pass for SeaWorld because this is something I want to sell more of. And I do sell a little bit of Discovery Cove. And I really was impressed by this theme park, which I needed to go to a long time ago. And that is on me and my fault. So thank you all for joining today. I am off to Halloween theme continues here where I'm at. Little Shop of Horrors on the last show tonight, and I'm going to take care of that and do that right now. Well, you listened to my SeaWorld Howl-O-Scream VIP review tour tonight. We did review the haunted houses, the scare zones, the coasters, VIP tour, the entertainment, which is very impressive, the food and beverage. To me, it's a well-rounded event, worth seeing, worth checking out. Got to wait for next year, early September. When the dates are out, I'll give a preview and some posts. All my pictures from the event, I posted to my Dave's Disney and David W. Hartman Instagram and Dave's Disney Facebook page. Check those out right now. I will close with one picture. Oh, one more comment. Yes, Discovery Cove is awesome. Keep in mind, by the way, during the day, it's not like this. During the day, SeaWorld with the famous, of course, the Orca shows, which I heard are going away soon due to some weird documentary movie. All the famous things they do there. They got Nautica, which is their separate water park, pure water park, not just a water ride. Then Discovery Cove is actually chilling and hanging out with the live mammals and the live sea life. So definitely check out SeaWorld. I'll be checking out more and letting you guys know online and on future shows. Before I go, I want to just share one picture to show you that I was definitely very happy at this event. It is a wonderful, wonderful time, and I highly, highly recommend it. Yes. That is the famous Lurkings of the Siren show with the drag queen and her assistant. and I got to say, it was indeed worth the price of admission. You guys have a great start to November, and we'll see you next week. Have a great night.